All right, guys, this is our final video. So, congruent arcs. In the same circle or in congruent circles, two minor arcs are congruent if and only if their central angles are congruent. So, what does this mean? They say if the measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 2 is congruent, then the measure of FG and the measure of HJ is congruent. And vice versa. If HFG and HJ are congruent, then we know our angles are congruent as well. Adjacent arcs. Adjacent arcs are arcs in a circle that have exactly one point in common. So in this circle M, HJ and JK are adjacent arcs because they have this one point J in common. So they just have one point in common, therefore they're adjacent. Remember, adjacent means next to. As with adjacent angles, you can add the measures of adjacent arcs. All right, let's see the postulate for this. Okay, arc addition postulate. The measure of an arc formed by two adjacent angles is the sum of the measures of the two arcs. So what does that mean? We have the measure of xyz is equal to the measure of xy plus yz. So the measure of these two pieces equals the whole piece. That's all that's saying. So if I knew this was, let's say, 20, and I knew this was 20, altogether I would know x, y, z was 40 because I'd do 20 plus 20. Okay. Take a look at the next part. All right, and now we're going to find each measure in circle F, okay? So it says find the measure of AED. Okay, so I'm highlighting that, AED. And I know that AE is 63, and I know that DE is actually 90 because that's 90 degrees, even though it's just a red box. I know that means 90 degrees. So I'm going to do 63 plus 90. All right. 63 plus 90 gives me 153 degrees. So I know that AED is 153 degrees. I also know that's a minor arc. Okay, and let's just change our color up. All right, and now we're going to look for ADB. So ADB, wow, that's a big one. All right, so I know that is a major arc. Okay, and I noticed that this section right here is actually half of my circle. So half of my circle is a semicircle, and that's 180 degrees. So I know I have 180 plus my other adjacent piece, which is this portion, because I have to remember to add this piece as well, which is 63. So 180 plus 63 gives me, let's check, use my calculator, 180 plus 63 equals 243. So the measure of ADB, the whole part I highlighted in pink, is 243, which is a major arc.